2, 3.
Hello and welcome back to Mixing Music. I am your host, Dee Kei. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about a few things that I believe you will enjoy, you will appreciate. And one of those things, I don't mean to make a quick plug, but I believe that this is something that you might be interested in. I have a YouTube channel and where I live stream my mixing. So if you are interested in looking at real-time mixing, anything that I live stream stays on the YouTube channel, and you can see some of my mixes. Now, what I've been doing is mixing for clients, and I give them a small discount if they allow me to live stream the mixing session. And you see it totally raw. So if I make mistakes, which I do, you'll see it. It's like total noob mistakes. If you see me do something pretty cool, if you hear something pretty cool, yeah. And the cool thing is I'm actually reading the comments. So if you have advice for me, being like, hey, how about we turn up them vocals a little bit more? I'm doing them real time and I'm reading the comments. So I think it's a good way for everyone to be a part of the mixing process and to kind of learn from what I'm doing. So what you need to do is go on YouTube or Twitch and search Dee Kei Mixes. That is DEE space KEI space MIXES, Dee Kei Mixes. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to upload the live stream to more services, but that's it for now. You can totally just learn from it, watch my old videos, and I'm always looking for advice and feedback as well. And hopefully we can mix some songs together as a community. So go ahead and follow me on the social media there. Today I kind of want to talk about a couple things. One of those things being finding clients. Where do I find clients, and what are some strategies I use to keep and convert first-time clients into becoming consistent clients? And I think that this has a lot of tips and tricks that we could go over, but I'm just going to do the overview of the basics of kind of the stuff that I do. And you might be able to use one or two of these, to help you find your next client. So first off, I am an online service, but I also am a local service. Right now, I would say that I am mostly local, so about 80% of my work is local work. About 20% is online. I'm trying to convert that over to be mostly online work, but at the time being, it's mostly local. And the cool thing about being local is that word of mouth spreads really fast and has a deeper impact on people. When you hear them talk about it in person, when they talk about it with you, when they meet you, when they see you, when they talk to you and realize that you're a cool dude, word of mouth tends to be the best way that my company and my business advertises itself. So what I think is the best thing for this is that as a mix engineer or as an engineer in general or a producer, it is important to be cool, to become friends with your clients. And I'm not saying, don't be yourself. I'm saying don't act cooler than you are. I'm just saying that, work on your people skills. Genuinely try to be a good person to work with. And people can easily tell when you're enjoying their project or not. Even if it's a genre that you may not like or a client that you may not like, I feel like it's very important to be consistent and to at least look like you're enjoying the job and at least look like you're enjoying the work that you're doing. People can tell. People can read this. And the only negative review I have on Google is because I failed to do this. At one point, someone made an anonymous Google account and is trying to sabotage my Google because apparently I just didn't look like... And here's the thing. And someone actually... The person who had said this, I have no idea who it is. The person who said this said that I did a great job. I just didn't look interested. And for some reason, that made them hate me and make multiple accounts and say the same thing over and over again. And although I had enough really awesome reviews where that didn't even scathe me at all, it was still kind of like a bummer that I missed one opportunity and I didn't look like I enjoyed it one time and it hurt me. It didn't kill me, but it left a little bruise there, and it's a lesson that I learned very quickly. So don't make the mistake that I did and just be consistent with everybody. Even if it's something that you're really not into, just make it a part of your routine to be super into the projects that you're working on. That will then roll over and turn into potentially new clients when they recommend, when they ask for, when your clients have friends that are looking for people to work with, they know who to recommend. Another way to promote word of mouth advertising is to always be the top of the client's mind. So if you have an email list or if you have social media, if there's a way that you can contact them and follow up, like, hey, how you doing? Just be the first person, the top of mind for every one of your clients as much as possible. This happens all the time. A couple weeks ago, I wanted to hire a videographer for some reason, and I wanted to hire someone, and I was trying to figure out. I was trying to remember one of my friends who did work for me a while back, and I loved his work, and I just couldn't remember what his name was. We hadn't talked in a couple of years, so what I did is I actually ended up hiring the guy that I did remember. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy talked to me a few weeks ago, and I know he does good work too. So I know this guy. This guy is the most recent. He's the top of my mind. So I actually went ahead and hired him. So it is important to do things so you stay top of mind there. I mean, whether it's giving away T-shirts, because then every time that they see the T-shirt in their closet, they think of you, right? You become top of mind. Whether it's giving away bracelets, I know one good way of doing it is making custom cutting boards. There's a country mix engineer who makes cutting boards, because who doesn't need cutting boards, right? Who doesn't want an extra cutting board? Whatever you like, your outside talent or whatever extra skill that you have, go ahead and be genuine, be you, and figure out a way to just always be top of mind for your clients. And I think that will help with word of mouth as well. Now, I don't think I need to talk too much about this, but I hope everybody has some sort of a CRM or some sort of system for customer management. Whether it's some form of email list or whether all of the software that you have on your website so people can book you, that like stores all their emails or whatever it is, I would recommend using some sort of system to keep track of who your clients are, what they were working on, what some of the discussions that may pertain to you about the future. Like, for example, Betty Lou did a song and she talked about making another album next year. Might be good to contact her. Just making notes and keeping up to date with your clients. Money is not made from new clients. Money is made over time with returning clients. A new client is really awesome, and they can become returning clients, but it's really good to focus on making sure these clients keep coming back. They've liked you. They will continue to like you. Obviously, they've already paid for your service once, so the likelihood that they will pay again is very high. Now, getting returning clients is much easier and takes a lot less work than getting new clients from scratch. So go ahead and take the time to reach out and talk to some old clients. Go ahead and email them. Just follow up. Don't even push your services. Just ask how you doing. Again, bring your service to top of mind. Just be super genuine and loving, and that's awesome. Now, this is one that I've been implementing a lot more recently. A lot of people might disagree with the way that I do this, and might disagree with how I do this, and this might also be something that you totally agree with and that you love. Now, I'm trying to get on the show Brian Hood from Six Figure Home Studio, and he's got his own. Brian Hood has his own mixing studio as well, with more of the heavy hard rock kind of genres. And the one thing that he actually made recently is a website service called Filepass, filepass.com. I've signed up to it. It is in the beta stages right now. I think as of right now it's planned on $20 a month. It is basically a Google Drive Dropbox specifically for recording studios. Now, I bring this up because I use the service, and what I'm about to say has become possible because of this website. What I've been doing recently is reaching out via email, via social media, reaching out to people that I think I would benefit from my work, people that I like, just kind of generally reaching out and be like, hey, And here's what I say, let me do a demo mix for you for free. I talk to them about how I believe in my product, and not cocky, but like, hey, like, I just want you to give me a chance and just try me out. I'll do it for free. You have nothing to lose. So I do a demo mix now. I do demo mixes for some clients. And the difference between a free mix and a demo mix is that a demo mix, they can actually end up paying for if they want to download. Now, the cool thing about Filepass is that you can upload uncompressed WAV files up to the website, email the potential client a link, and they can listen to the file online, make comments with a timestamp for revisions if they would like, and then if they want to keep it, if they want to download the file, they first have to pay for it. Does that make sense? So you're letting them listen to what you can do to see if they like your work. So you're doing free work for them potentially, not really expecting returns. But if they really like your work, they can go ahead and pay for it and download the file. Now, this is extremely awesome, an awesome tool, because Filepass allows you to let them stream the music, ask for revisions before they even pay for it. And if they pay for it, they can download it. If they don't want to pay for it, for example, if they're doing a demo mix and you know what, they're like, actually, you know what, your mixes aren't that great, or it's not your style, whatever. If there's, for some whatever reason, they don't have to pay for it, then it's a low risk for them. It's a higher risk for us, but it's a really good way of getting our foot in the door. Because in the end, let's say you just kill it for them and your budget's a little bit higher than what they were planning on paying. What you're asking for is a little bit higher than their budget. Then you're really enticing them. Now you're giving them a reason. If you really have a good product, then you're like, here, I'm just proving to you how good I am. This is what it could be good doing. And you can give them a chance to show them the work that you did. Now, I don't think that it's a good idea to just do it without asking for their permission. I mean, obviously you can't get the files either, but once you get the files, ask for their permissions, and offer the demo mix. Just have them listen to it, give you feedback, and have them pay for it and download it if they really want it that bad. And then they become your clients. I've actually made a few clients this way, and I actually was able to reach out and kind of become a mix engineer for WWE. I literally just signed some paperwork. I have no idea. I've never actually watched WWE, but apparently they're doing some hip-hop projects for their marketing PR, and I'm the main mix engineer for it. I don't know how that happened, but it happened through basically reaching out to an artist that I was personally a fan of. And they had the hookups, and they're like, yo, let's work on more projects together. I'll make sure you get paid. And it ended up being a really awesome thing that ended up going to more jobs. Now, I got lucky in that situation, but I believe that it is important to offer value for clients. It is never right to ask for value first before offering value within a business perspective. If you're going to take something, then you better be ready to give something as well. Now, I don't really believe in free work, and we've talked about this before in the past, but if you have to use free work to get your foot in the door, do it. This is very much a Gary Vee thing. Gary Vee, you can find him on Instagram, anywhere, to be honest. He's got a bunch of social media agency companies that he's in charge of, and he promotes it by promoting his own stuff. Entrepreneurial guy, really recommend you follow Gary Vee and the stuff that he says, but he always says the same thing. People bash on doing work for free, but the fact of the matter is, you should be doing work for free to get your foot in the door. That is value and leverage that you can use to get your foot in the door. But using Filepass and doing demo mixes is one way of doing work for free with the potential of getting paid for it later. It's a really awesome way. I really recommend using that. And you might find some clients and find some business through that source. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about and quickly mention is Google and reviews on Google. And you can say Facebook, but anywhere where they leave reviews. So even yellowpages.com or what is it called? Yelp.com. Anywhere that leaves reviews, I would totally recommend offering discounts to clients if they leave 5-star reviews, even if it's something small, especially for Google Maps. If you are a studio that caters to local clients, then Google has the best ROI for getting clients through your door, your new clients through the door. So make sure you invest the time and potentially the money lost through discounts, because that money lost on discounts is totally worth the potential money coming in from Google. For me, a lot of new clients, I get a lot of calls every day, and I get some new clients every once in a while, maybe one or two a week, that found me just via Google randomly. I've never gotten a client through Facebook. I've gotten clients through Instagram. I think I've gotten a client through Yelp. I don't even know if I'm on Yellow Pages. I actually need to figure that out. But making sure that you're on all these sources, that you've got good reviews on everything, because bad reviews will kill you. And offering to, somehow give clients value in exchange for leaving value for you. You want to look good, you want to look credible, and getting good reviews on Google is a very, very good use of time and effort for your company if you are servicing local clients. That's it for today. Thank you so much for listening to Mixing Music. Once again, please remember to subscribe to me on YouTube or Twitch if you want to see some clips of live streams of me mixing, and get involved with my mixing process and learn the way that I mix, learn my workflow, see the sound that I like to make. And you can visit my YouTube channel as well. Subscribe to my YouTube to see the new live videos, but as well see my old live videos. Twitch doesn't allow me to leave the videos that I've streamed online, but YouTube allows me to do that. So all of the old videos on YouTube you can find on Dee Kei Mixes. Make sure to check that out if you want to learn or if you want to get involved with my future projects. I don't mix most of my projects, but some of them I get to do, and it's a lot of fun, and we get a lot of feedback. And thank you so much. As always, please, please, please leave a 5-star review on this channel if you're listening through Apple. That helps so much for my channel to grow. And if you really like what I'm doing and want me to continue to make more channels, seeing that helps me get the motivation to keep building and finding ways to give value back to you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Keep mixing, happy mixing, and stay saucy.
1, 2, 3.
This episode of Mixing Music with Dee Kei has been brought to you by LaunchPod Media. If you want to start a podcast, make sure to start it right with LaunchPod Media.